Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Just wanted to come in and talk about what's really grinding my gears today. But first, I got to do a mic check for my boy Jake. Jake, can you hear me? Because he complained last time that my mic was not loud enough. And Eric, that was for you as well. But this topic is just really just grinding my gears. The NFL released their 2023 performance base pay. I guess it's kind of like a bonus that they give to every single player at the end of the year, as if they don't make enough money as is, right? Things that are just already in their contract. The NFL is now going to take $400 million, right? That's basically Patrick Mahomes' salary, and divvy it up between every single player in the NFL who outperformed their contract. If you're going to do something like that, then how about you make it a bonus in your contract that you sign, right? Don't come back after the season's over and divide up $400 million of revenue that can be put back into the Shield. It just blows my mind. I mean, Brook Purdy, my guy, right? He ended up being number 24 on the list. He should have been number 1. He went to the damn Super Bowl. He had one play away. Had a 70 QBR. When you compare the QBRs to Lamar Jackson and Tua against Patrick Mahomes in the Kansas City defense, they weren't even above 50, right? And Brock came in at number 24 with $739,000. But I mean, he made $900,000 during the base pay for his season salary. So you give him an extra $700,000. I'm sure on top of his Super Bowl check, on top of his playoff checks, he made out, right? But you get what you pay for. That's what's in his contract. Right, it's written. It's in his contract. Aaron Rodges. God, the Jets are just so dumb. Like, they pay this guy $37.5 million for 4 plays this year. And the NFL still gave him a performance-based pay money. They gave him a whopping $81.14 for the 4 plays and 2 incompletions that he threw in the opener before he blew his Achilles. But again, blows my mind. It cost the Jets $9.3 million per play, and they still gave this guy $81. I don't know about you, but I'd take $81. I got to put gas in my damn truck, right? It just kills me that this guy makes $37 million to sit on his ass and do nothing but go on the Pat McAfee show and talk trash about all his teammates like he's the prodigy. It's crazy. He's not a good teammate. You talk the talk and you don't walk the walk. It's crazy, and you still get $81.14. Give me $81.14. I almost had to pay $7 for cereal on Saturday because of the damn prices that are just spiked all high. NFL needs to take that money, all $400 million of it, and invest it back into the Shield, right? Give it back to the people who have made your product as successful as it is, like fans, right? Average ticket last year in the NFL cost $377 per ticket. That's over $1,000 for a family of 4, right? It's just crazy. Average parking, $40 to $80. Why don't you invest back in the teams to lower some ticket prices to take some stress off of the consumer? Right? We're not even going to talk about traveling. Like, if you have to travel like I did last year, twice, when I went to go see the Niners whoop up on the Jacksonville Jaguars with my boy Tim Mooney, the host of the Savvy Veteran Sports Show, you ain't going to talk about airfare. You're not going to talk about hotel. You're not going to talk about rent a car. You're not going to talk about any of that. I also went to Green Bay with my wife, and same thing. Airfare, rent a car, tickets, hotel. You're looking at $2,000 or $3,000 just to get there. Not even have a good time, to get there. Right? It's crazy. Average beer, $10. Why don't you buy each stadium like, I don't know, 10,000 beers for the first 3 or 4 home games to lower the price down with that $400 million? Right? It would help, right? I'm not saying that it's going to solve the problems, but you got all this money, and the consumers are the people that are making you relevant outside of the TV contracts and everything. Because if nobody watched the NFL wouldn't be where the NFL is. So that's why people like me, I'll go to 1 or 2 games a year, but my average ticket is $2.99. $299 thanks to YouTube TV. The NFL is saying take your best seat in the house, and all I gotta do is go to Walmart, buy my wine, go figure out what we're gonna eat, and I can enjoy a whole day of every NFL game for about $50. And I'll take it all day, every day. I mean, we're not even talking about the price of food. An average hot dog is like $10. A hot dog, and see, you just can't have a hot dog, right? You got to have wings. You got to have nachos. You got to have that. I didn't even look up the average price of that. All I know is the average price is $10 for a hot dog. It is crazy, right? And I just don't get it. I don't get it. Goodell, you messed this one up. I hear you. And even the fact that Brock Purdy was number 24, he should have been number 1 if that's what you're going to do. If you're not going to give it back to the Shield and you're not going to give it back to the people that make you relevant. God, that's what's grinding my gears today on the NFL. The NFL once again botched something that they could have made better for the consumer, for the people that actually make them relevant. If you like this rant, click subscribe, like, drop a comment. Tell me what else you want to talk about. I did get a couple about stadium food. Speaking of prices of stadium food, now maybe next time we'll break them down. All right. Shouts out to my boy Frank Ferreira. If you he's got great content. Unsolicited advice with Frank. Go ahead and go check that out. And then yeah, it got me sweating. Till next time. That's what's grinding my gears.